most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football. The LNN Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Running inside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Say it. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just feeds the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Again, it's Brown. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Offense staying on the field there in hurry-up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Snapped on 4th down. At the 35, he's open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Isaac Brown.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Louisville! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Quick give. It's Jackson.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
There's some room. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. With the catch, it's Skinner. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts...
Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hits inside, it's Jackson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Might as well run him again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Saying from the gun on third down. Fires immediately. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And just a great job by the defense on the snap, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quarterback's got the first. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Julian saying to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Stopped right there. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Unleashes one. Right side, it's McCoy. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Out wide left, it's Skinner. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Swatted away and broke broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
On third down, here's Brown. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. On play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on fourth down and short. It's on fourth down and goal, and you have to lay out and you have to reach that football.
He's loose on the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Sells to fake.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. One more time, it's Brown. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with, in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he's not going to take the touchback. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Rush right in his face. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jackson. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
From the gun on third down, say it. Fires quickly. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throw it, say it. Got his man down the middle.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Burrowing for yardage. Looking for room at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Say it. Throws quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Say it. Out wide right, it's Parker. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Running the red zone, it's Jackson. Driven back.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Sets his feet, it's Sayin. Left side is Jackson. Snags it and there's running room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. First play of this drive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Brown again. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Out wide left, it's Reed. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Hand off, Isaac Brown. Down he goes. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
4th down, gotta have it here. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense.
Turning on the Jets. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's Sayin to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some...
Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. From the gun. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on fourth. Looking left. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
A give to Brown. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Here's Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Bringing it back. All the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
From deep, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, Manning. Look out. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early.
Makes the catch on the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to...
But, and he's got room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Tough run here, it's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Fake to the back. Wants to throw it. Left side is Richardson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Again, it's Brown. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Second down to the air. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Fires left. Got him in the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll run him again. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Arch Madness. Looking to the big tight end. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can, Palmer. I don't think you had the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and man, he makes the defense pay.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got enough for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Corralled by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head.
Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Duke Blue Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, it's Shepard. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Moore. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Out wide left, it's Nicholas. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to throw again. Right side, it's Shepard. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the counter. All over him immediately.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. He's got it for a big play. Pick up all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Made a defender miss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right side, it's Reed. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the return, it's Shepard. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Moore. And they swarm him under. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Shepard. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, gonna throw it. Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Shepard. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Makes his man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Play action on 1st down. Buying time to his right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll set up to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Press setter downs going to the air. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking long. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first two possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a two-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on fourth down, and maybe break this game open early?
Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Quick give. It's Brown. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Louisville! A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Needs it here on fourth down. He'll pull it down and run. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The defense
Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Cardinals headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to the back. Got him right there.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Slings it. Out wide left, it's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Alexander. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Lacy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. A fake and wants to throw. Buys time to his left. Left side is Haas. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Rebels have this offense rolling. They'll go to the counter. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Lacy. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
What a great job by this defense. You get the third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Knocked down immediately. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Great. So that's all. Here we go. Shift. Go.
Right back to it. Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Louisville! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To throw, it's Chambliss. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Right at the line. Powers through the defender. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're all over him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, he did what he was coached to do. He threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Going long. Upstairs to make the catch. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Right side, it's Cook. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Hits inside, it's Lacey. Defense all over him. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Selling the fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Hand off for Brown. And he could not get loose on the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Release to the back. Left side, it's Brown. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football.
Looking for a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Cuts it upfield. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. Keep it on the ground. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and long right here. To the air, it's Chambliss. Rush right in his face. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Rush is on. Hit as he throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Under pressure. Turning it on. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Handoff, Isaac Brown. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
2nd down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Escapes the sack. Moving out to the right. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They were all over it.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide left, it's Richardson. Off and running. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Cardinals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The play fake. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Escapes the pressure going right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
Lucky to get it off.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. And Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced